Hello there, fellow Door Dashers, and Tony Zoo and Ryan Sokol. Why can't I get paid? There's always problems with the payroll. You have to really watch payroll with DoorDash because it'll have one amount one day, and the next day they'll be deducting stuff off. Um, this is just appalling. I have never had this big a problem before with DoorDash and my pay. On Thursday, April 4th of 2019, I went to go work the Fort Walton area, which covers about an 80-mile radius. And I don't think DoorDash understands how far these places are that they're sending you to because it's just absolutely ridiculous now. The other night I clocked in, and for a whole hour, all I got was order after order that was 30 and 40 miles away. I couldn't even get one in the city I was working in. And I had to keep declining all those orders because I'm not driving 30 and 40 miles away. For $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, $12, it's not happening. And the customer shouldn't have to wait that long because it's an hour drive for me to get there. Okay? Tonight, I clocked in Destin about 6:30. And let me tell you, Fort Walton was flooding out. I had never seen the roads that deep. I mean, it was splashing up over the hood of my vehicle going 30 miles an hour. Okay. Terrible storm all day and most all night. It's still raining now. Not quite as bad. It slowed down about an hour ago. Anyway, the peak pay bonus was set for $4 till 8 p.m. So I clocked in around 6:30, I guess it was, and I got an order from Mimmos Italian Food in Destin, um, which was supposed to be like a 4 mile order. Um, and actually, it's a spring break and beginning of summer, and the traffic is terrible in Destin, Florida. But I was hoping in the evening that it would be better because there are so many orders for Destin, and and I'm usually not down there in the nighttime too often. So I thought, well, this time I'll go work Destin because I keep getting all these orders for Destin when I'm not there. So anyway, I get this order for Mimo's Italian Restaurant, 649, and way in Destin, Florida, way down. I was up at Harbor Walk, and it was way down by Destin Commons. Um, and so went to the restaurant, and I'd been there before, and of course the food was not ready. And it was three little pizzas? Mm-hmm. Three little pizzas, and so had to wait for the food. Finally got the food. It's storming like a bandit. Soaking wet shoes, everything. And get in the car to get ready to deliver, and there's no address. It just says some resort. And Destin's a really big place. Okay, because it stretches all the way past Miramar Beach to East Destin. It is really pretty big. And it's a lot of luxurious places there. Lots and lots of hotels and resorts and malls and all kinds of stuff. So I text DoorDash immediately because there's no address. There's a lot of fraud going on right now with people trying to get discounts by ordering from fake phone numbers to fake addresses to you name it. We're not allowed to deliver anything other than what's on the app. Other than the fact that order was only judging the mileage from where I was at to the restaurant because there was no address to the customer. So the pay was only reflecting the address to the restaurant from where I was located, which is really bad because God knows they probably sent me to Miramar Beach from there, and it'd have been like a 20-mile trip altogether. Not cool. But anyway, I still don't even know where this place is, this resort that they were talking about. And I know Destin pretty darn well, but again, I'm not a taxi driver, so I don't know every street and every place. And my GPS wouldn't pick it up either. So, I text DoorDash immediately as soon as I picked up the food, and I had to wait with DoorDash for a while they're trying to figure it out and call the customer. I notified the customer that I was waiting on the food, that I got the food, but there's no address. So anyway, uh, yeah, it was some resort number 2, whatever that is. So anyway, it was probably somebody that's a tourist and they didn't know, and they just put that in there, I guess. So anyway, I told DoorDash, I said, well, when you get the address for this customer, are you going to pay me extra mileage or pay so that I can deliver this order to the customer? And at that point, this order was $9.87 plus a $4 peak pay. Okay? So, in the meantime, I get about 4 orders while I'm on text with DoorDash. And I thought, wonder what's happening to this order. Well, what it was stacked orders. So then when I decline those other orders or they time out while I'm talking to DoorDash, it affects my ratings. And next, I lose my peak pay bonus of $4. So now I'm back to $9.87. Well, then, after the duration with the rep from DoorDash texting back and forth, they could try to call the customer and they tried to look up the address. They said that all they had was the name of the place, which we have no clue where it is. So they told me, they said, don't worry, we'll send another driver, and but you'll still be paid and we'll give you extra. And I said, okay. I mean, did you get the address? No, we got the same thing you got, just that name. And I'm like, well, okay. So now I'm stuck with all this food because there's no homeless. DoorDash lets you give the food to the homeless. There's no homeless because it's storming like a bandit. Nobody's standing out on the street. And the food from that restaurant is not the greatest anyway. They charge a lot of money, but I don't care for it. But anyway, so I go back to my app, and the order's gone. And I get an order immediately for Papa John's. And that's at 7:33. So now I've got to drive way down to Miramar Beach, East Destin, out by Cuvée, to go to Papa John's pizza place. I'm like, oh my gosh. And so, that was for $8.81 plus $1.50 peak pay, because the peak pay was supposed to be till 8 p.m., but no, they jumped it down to $1.50. Okay? That's another new thing with DoorDash. They never used to do that before. You got your peak pay through the time. That's it. No other deals. And when it ended, it ended. But now they have changed the price on you and you don't even know. So, anyway, I get there and the order is supposed to be ready by 8 o'clock. And so when I get there, there's like 5 people waiting. They're in the lobby. You can see them cooking. You're looking right over the kitchen in this to-go place at Papa John's. And they are running like bandits. They have probably 20 pizzas stacked up on a shelf. And they got delivery people running in and out, in and out. And most of the time, those pizzas are just sitting there. It was amazing. And so, we'd already checked in and let them know, that we had a to-go order for Jawan. And so, anyway, after about 15 minutes, I asked the guy real nicely, and they were pulling their hair out. They have 3 phones ringing all at once. Most of the time, they're not answering it. When they do answer it, they said it'll be a 2-hour wait. But if you want to pick it up, it'll be a 1-hour wait. And I'm like, ugh. So they're running their heads off. And I mean, there's about 5 people there, and they're trying to cook and box and do stuff. And, drivers are coming in from the soaking wet rain, one at a time, running 3 orders out the door at a time each. And my food's not ready. Which was what? 3 pizzas?
Mm-hmm.
3 big pizzas at this place is, and DoorDash charged them like $80. So anyway, I asked the gentleman, do you know how much longer it'll be for this order? Which I'd already got on text with DoorDash because the order wasn't even ready. And so I'm still waiting on text talking to DoorDash. And DoorDash is in the process of calling the customer and apologizing. And then they're trying to call Papa John's, but Papa John's won't answer the phone. And so, anyway, I mean, I'm standing there watching all this. So, anyway, he says, oh, it'll be 25 minutes. So I send text to DoorDash. Well, he says it's going to be another 25 minutes. So that's going to set me in almost an hour now. And they said, well, it'll only be 15 minutes. That's what DoorDash said. DoorDash rep. It'll only be 15 minutes. Can you wait 15 minutes? I said, I think you should unassign this order and put another driver on it. And I don't know, if you unassign this order, then you won't get any pay at all. Now, what kind of junk is that? I'm already down there, in like, 30-something minutes, and now they want to tell me I got to wait another 25, right? And it's storming like a bandit. The orders are flying through Destin, and I can't get one because I got one I got to deal with. In the meantime, they send me 2 more stacked orders. So, I had to decline those. And because I don't know when I'm leaving this place. So then, what's wrong? So then, waiting and waiting and waiting, and so I asked the guy again. Well, and he's giving people pizzas that have come in there and ordered. I guess he doesn't like DoorDash. I don't know what the deal is. So, and that's why I don't usually like to tell people I'm DoorDash, because they don't like DoorDash sometimes. I usually just say the name. And, so he says, oh, it'll be 15 more minutes. So I'm still online with DoorDash, or no, I text him again. I said, look, I've already been waiting. You're the second rep. These people are saying now it's going to be another 15 minutes. Why don't you just assign somebody else this order? Oh, but no, you can't do that. You have to wait. I'm like, man, I'm losing orders. I drove way down here. I already went through one routine on the other order at Mimmos. And I got to sit here and play at Papa John's when this food was supposed to be ready when I got here. Now, usually food is never ready when I get there. I think that's happened maybe, like, how many times has food ever been ready when we were sent? Probably twice, ever. And I worked for DoorDash a while. So, and I'm also under the catering of DoorDash, everything. And I got most of the people that are working in the Fort Walton, Destin area. You know what I mean? So, anyway. So, I'm still waiting. Well, the rep calls and is trying to get through to the store, and we're sitting right there where the phones are ringing away. And they'll answer them here and there. And they're just running those pizzas. And I'm watching the guy. He takes the boxes, he puts the order sticker on there and sticks it up on the top shelf while the chef is preparing them. And they run through a conveyor. It only takes a few minutes for those to go through a conveyor to be cooked. So I'm like, what in the heck? So we're still waiting. It's storming away. Drivers are coming in and out, picking up their orders. Customers are standing around waiting. None of them are waiting as long as me. Uh, so anyway, um, uh, it's like I go through like the fourth rep while I'm there. The food is not ready. It's almost 2 hours now. You know, well, you have to wait. Or we can't pay you. I said the food is not ready. I said, look, this place is answering phones and they're telling customers it is a 2 hour wait. Why did DoorDash send me when the food's not ready? This is not right. I'm losing money. I'm missing orders. And the customer's not happy. I mean, the customer's texting me repeatedly going, um, what's the deal on the food? You know, I wouldn't like it. It's like the old pizza man years ago when you call him an order and it takes them 2.5, 3 hours to get your food and you call them about 3 times and they're like, so we'll get it to you when we get it. It's like you have to decide if maybe they'll show up or maybe they won't. Um, DoorDash is usually really, really fast. So this was a ridiculous nightmare. And I don't know if it was intentional or what. So it's almost 2 hours. And I asked the guy, I said, do you know how much longer it will be for, those pizzas for this customer? Because they're pretty upset. And so the guy says, he turns around, looks at the computer, gets some pizza boxes, puts some stickers on them, sticks them up on the shelf. He says, I just now put the orders up, and I watched him do it. He said, and it only takes 6 minutes for the pizza to cook. Ugh. Now, I've never picked up a DoorDash order from this restaurant ever. Never, ever. Okay, and I was really nice to him this evening. I could have been a jerk, but I don't want to do that because I want the food to be safe for the customer, and I don't want to upset the people there because I know they're working hard. They're doing, just about the best job they can. But then again, my ratings are going to get affected because of the time. I mean, this is insane. I've waited an hour before. I have never had to wait almost 2 hours. And I asked the reps, twice, do you want to reassign this delivery because the food is not ready and I can go take another delivery? No, you can't do that. So what part of me is subcontracted? This is what I'm trying to figure out. And then DoorDash talks about their big pay model, and if you have to wait longer for an order, they'll supplement you. And I'd asked these reps that. I said, so, I mean, it's taking so long for this order. Am I going to be reimbursed? Because, and the next problem is my ratings are going to be ruined. Oh no, I'll talk to the customer. I guarantee your ratings will be great. They can't guarantee my ratings are going to be great. So anyway, finally, the 3 pizzas are ready. And I'm still online with DoorDash, with the rep. And I'm like, okay, the pizzas are ready. So, grab them up real quick, run to the car in the rain, soaking wet, feet wet, everything, puddles. Because I had to park away from the place because there's no parking. I had 12-car parking and it was slammed with people coming in and out, picking up their pizzas, and probably about 5 drivers that are coming in and out too. They have very little parking lot, so I had to park in another part of the mall next door to go back and forth. So anyway, load that in really fast, let the customer know. We finally got the food. I felt so bad. I felt so bad for the customer. 2 hours, okay? So we go to deliver, which wasn't too very far. It was 3-4 miles away. And it was later in the evening, less traffic. The rain started slowing down a little bit. Got that to them, and the guy was wonderful. He came to the front of the complex and waited for us right there, like at the gate. That was so cool. And he was a nice young man, and I felt so bad. I was apologizing left and right because I just felt so terrible. And I said, I am so sorry. I said, DoorDash had no reason to order that because every call that was coming in there, they were telling the customers 2-hour wait. I said, I'm very, very, very sorry. And he was really nice about it and everything. Although I didn't get any good ratings. And my delivery time just got destroyed. And so anyway, this order was supposed to be $8.81 with $1.50 peak pay, which I lost $1.50 peak pay because they were sending me orders, stacking them on me, while I'm sitting there waiting on this order. Okay? And I'm like, oh. So, anyway, I got that delivered. Now I'm still on with the fourth rep texting until 10:30 p.m. And I'm heading back. And then as I'm heading back, I'm getting orders for 30 miles away, 30 miles away, 30 miles away. And I'm declining them. And the rep is like, well, your ratings are bad because you made them like that because you unassigned so many orders. I said, I have only unassigned 2 orders in all the time I've worked for DoorDash. And one was 441 miles away to Lower Florida from Pensacola, which took an hour and a half with a rep on text, trying to explain to him that I really don't care to drive that many miles to deliver a $7 order from Hardee's or something. And then the other one was one they sent me to late at night in Pensacola to some Chick-fil-A something. I go to pick it up, and it turns out they only paid me the mileage from way over one side of Pensacola to the other, which was like 12 miles, and turned around and there's no address for the customer. It's some military base that's 41 minutes away or miles away or something. And I'm like, oh. And I talked to DoorDash that night and said, look, this order is way out to a military base and we can't even deliver on a base. And so they were like, well, we'll then, take the food back to the restaurant and then, you won't get paid. It was like, what the heck? So anyway, on this Papa John's order, this was really a dud. What they ended up doing was while I was talking to that rep all the way till 10:30 at night, the 2-hour Papa John order that was done at 7:30, the rep in the meantime apparently sent me an email about the pay model for DoorDash, like how snotty, and then is razzing me about my ratings, which they're creating. They are creating the problem, and so I have never in my life with DoorDash seen an order this bad for 2 hours to get the food and deliver to a customer just a couple miles away. That's insane. And I told the rep, I said, you should take this restaurant off the app, really, because this is inexcusable. It's not fair to the customer, and it's definitely not fair to the driver. So anyway, when I get done, I told him, I said, I hope I get, compensation pay because they've done it before. If they send you extra miles for a bad address, or if you've had to stay in the restaurant too long, that's why they send the text message while you're waiting. It says, what are you doing? And it's like waiting on food or waiting on an order or whatever. And they, compensate usually. Well, I guess they're not now. But let me tell you what I got. I got to look at my pay after all those shifts are clocked out, because that's the best way to see them. You have to be clocked out. Do you know that I work from 6:30 to 10:30 at night? That's like 4 hours. I got $11.39. I got no pay on the Mimmos Italian restaurant order at 6:30. That's insane. That is insane. I'm really disappointed with you, DoorDash. Tony Zoo, this is so wrong. That's why we're having problems trying to keep drivers, because they're being abused like this. If anybody else has been through this, please comment below. I want to hear about it. And I want Tony Zoo to see this. And this thing with, every once in a while you'll get a goofball order that's 50, 60 miles away, whatever. And the reason for that is because there's short dashers in that area, or they've got a huge overload of orders all at once, and they're searching for the next closest dasher, which can be in another city, cities away. It doesn't make a difference. You get this weird order, and that's why that comes. And um, so, you know, here in this area, it's like all the time. Like I say, the other night I clocked in, I must have had 25, 30 orders in an hour. They were all 30 and 40 miles away. And I had declined every single one of them. And I just said, you know what? I'm just going to clock out. Forget it. I'm done. I'm not going to work the rest of my shift because it's not worth it. Because I'm just socking my acceptance rate down so low, it's beyond belief. Okay? That's wrong. And we should not be downgraded for that. That's your mistake. You need to keep your dashers happy. You need to pay people because 4 hours for $11.39 is not even minimum wage per hour. Okay? That's insane that you're going to use my gas and my time and pay me $11.39 for only one order. No. No, 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 no. So please get it fixed. You know, I've probably got 300 vlogs on YouTube about how to DoorDash. I've helped so many people and got so many people to come to work for DoorDash. And I travel all over the states working for DoorDash and help new DoorDashers and everything. Wow. Let's get something fixed real soon, Tony Zoo and Mr. Sokol. Because this is ridiculous. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great evening. Everybody comment below and tell us about your bad experience with DoorDash on a goofball order like this or waiting time like this. Because it does happen. I hear other dashers go, oh, that's a lie. I mean, I had Taco Bell one time in Pensacola. I waited an hour. An hour for 2 burritos. Okay. Ugh. That's a long story too. I've already done a vlog about that. But no, it does happen. And it's not always on purpose. It's just sometimes these places, if they're direct connect to DoorDash, a lot of times they'll hit the button that says food is ready. And then the driver sent immediately and they did it on accident. Okay. Because typically DoorDash only sends a driver if the order is ready to be picked up. But so far, I haven't had a whole lot of orders like that. Usually I do have to wait. And it can be anywhere from 10 minutes to almost an hour most of the time. Which hurts because you can't get many orders in an hour if you're going to wait almost an hour for the food. And then depending how far you got to drive from there. So that's it, folks. Oh my gosh. DoorDash delivers or do they not? Are they really delivering good? Really? What do you think? Have a great one. Talk to you later.